Heute lernen wir Verb Conjugations. So, auf Englisch würde ich öfter sprechen. So, verb conjugations are what we do to a verb in order to use it correctly in a sentence. A verb, in case you're not sure, is an action word. So, run, walk, sleep, eat, be, have, yeah, all verbs. Today we're focusing on regular verbs, regelmäßig Verben, yeah, regular verbs. Once you learn this pattern for the regular verbs, you can apply it to thousands of verbs. So it's very helpful, and it's a really good starting place for starting to build your use of the language. Once you understand how to conjugate your verb, you can go and practice creating sentences on your own. So we're going to focus using just a couple of very helpful verbs. So that's going to be machen and gehen. Machen means to do or to make, and gehen means to go. Two very helpful verbs. So before we get into that though, I just want to explain a little bit more about verb conjugation. We do this in English too, but not quite as clearly or obviously. So for example, we say I go, but we say he goes. I do, but he does. So it's the same kind of concept. When you look up a verb in the dictionary, what you're given is your infinitive form, your infinitive. So in English, the equivalent of that is the to. So to do, to make, to go, yeah? In German, it's generally an en, not always, but often. So with our example verbs, machen, gehen, yeah, they both end in an en. So machen is our infinitive, to do, to make. In order to use it in a sentence, what we first do is take off that en. You take the en off the end and you're left with mach. Mach is your stem of your verb, yeah? So the stem is then what we add our endings to. Now the good news in German, there's only 4 endings to learn. There's 2 that don't like to share, and then there's 2 more that share amongst 4. Okay, and that's going to make more sense. I know that sounded terrible. It's going to make more sense when we get into it. So, the endings connect to the subject. The subject is the person or the thing doing the verb, the action. So who is doing, who is making, who is going, yeah? They dictate which ending we need on the verb. So, first up, most importantly, ich, ourselves. So if we want to say we are doing the verb, I am doing the verb, yeah, if we want to say I am doing the verb, we add an I. So we take mach, our example, machen, we take mach, and we add I. Ich mache, yeah, ich mache. Ich mache das Bett, yeah, I'm making the bed. Ich mache das Bett. However, if you were doing it, du, the informal singular, du, if you were doing it, we add st to the end. So, machst, du machst, yeah? Du machst das Bett. You are making the bed. Oder, machst du das Bett? Are you making the bed? Yeah? Du machst. Luckily, sie, and es, he, she, it, yeah? They all use the same ending. Remember how I said that 2 are standalone and then 2 share? So the I for ich and the st for du are the standalone ones. We're done with those now. Okay, so the next 2 are going to be shared amongst the rest of the pronouns. So sie, es, we add a t. Macht, sie macht, es macht. Yeah, sie macht das Bett. Yeah, she's making the bed. Macht das Bett nicht. Yeah, he's not making the bed. Okay, and then we have wir, we. Yeah, we are doing something. Wir, or we're making something. Wir machen. Wir machen. So it's actually back to its infinitive form. We added an en. Wir machen. Yeah? So wir machen das Bett. Or wir machen die Hausarbeit. We're doing the housework. Yeah? Oder wir machen die Hausaufgaben. We're doing the homework. Yeah? And then we've got ihr, you all. So the informal plural you, ihr. They take that same T that we used with es. So we have macht again, yeah? Ihr macht, Ja? Macht ihr eure Hausaufgaben? Ja? Are you doing your homework? Macht ihr eure Hausaufgaben? Are you doing your homework? Yeah. And then we have sie, and so that is they and you formal. Remember, the you formal has the capital letter. We can't hear that when we speak, but you would see it when we're writing. So sie machen. So also an en. Sie machen die Hausaufgaben. Yeah, they are doing the homework. You are doing the homework. So just to recap, for ich we use an e. For du we use an st. For sie es we use a t. For wir we use an en. For ihr we use a t again. And then for sie we use an en again. So let's just go with that. For go, we're going to say we're going to the movies or we're going to the cinema. Ich gehe ins Kino. Du gehst ins Kino. Sie es geht ins Kino. Wir gehen ins Kino. Ihr geht ins Kino. Sie oder sie gehen ins Kino. Yeah, so 4 endings. Once you master those, you can apply them to so many different regular verbs. Things like kommen, to come, kochen, to cook. Loads of different verbs. So hopefully that makes sense. And then I would recommend going and looking up some verbs that interest you and practice your conjugating. Hoffentlich war das hilfreich und wir sehen uns nächstes Mal. Tschüss.